Failure of a marriage caused the couple to unexpectedly travel back to when they were 20 years old. Looking at the old calendar on the wall, the two of them were stunned. Back on the school campus, 20-year-old Tim and 20-year-old Rose met again, recalling their previous unhappy marriage. So they passed each other with the memories of 20 years later, deciding to reselect their own lives. The first step they needed to take was to become wealthy. Tim suggested to his parents that they should use all their money to buy houses, even if it meant taking out loans and buying multiple properties. But his father thought Tim had gone mad and reprimanded him with a hammer in his hand. Tim, on the other hand, sold all his old records and bought 3 houses. He truly kept a good hand for himself. The second step was to pursue his first love, Mary. The previous Tim was too timid, even stealing glances at her. But the Tim who traveled back in time boldly walked up to Mary, putting on a mature face. Mary, facing this man in front of her, seemed to have developed some good feelings. The next day, Tim took the initiative again. He bought a bunch of snacks, but Mary said she was on a diet. Tim then used a plan to please Mary's classmates, and all the classmates fell for it. Just as Tim was about to leave, Mary suddenly fainted. Tim picked up Mary and took her to the hospital. After learning that Mary fainted due to malnutrition from her dieting, Tim deliberately took Mary to a barbecue restaurant. Under Tim's temptation, Mary started eating heartily. After the meal, Tim specifically bought a pair of sports shoes for Mary, intending to take her for a walk to aid digestion. Along the way, Tim, who had experienced the hardships of life, spoke some very considerate words to the still immature Mary. As expected, Mary was moved and expressed her desire to get to know Tim better. Tim was ecstatic. In the following days, they listened to music together, walked home from school together, took the bus together, and watched movies together. Gradually, Mary developed strong feelings for Tim. On the way back home, Mary took the initiative to hold Tim's hand, and Tim joyfully held Mary's hand tightly. Suddenly, on a rainy day, Mary got trapped at a bus stop. Fortunately, Tim happened to get off the bus at that moment, so the two of them shared an umbrella. But unexpectedly, his ex-wife and her first love happened to pass by.